Tip number 1 for duck scouting. And this one's a little unconventional, and it sounds a little crazy, but it works, and it's true. So, let's say you and your buddy both have iPhones. Well, your buddy one day has a really good day and kills a lot of birds. He takes some pictures of himself out in the marsh, holding his ducks, that sort of thing. Have him send you that photo. Let him brag. Let him brag on the birds he was able to get. What he don't know is you can open up that phone in your photo album, and there's a little info button at the bottom. If you click that info, it'll pull the metadata. And I'm not technological, but this is even easy for me to do. It'll pull up a map of where that photo was taken. Now, unless he screenshot it and he was at the local McDonald's, then it'll show that. But if he sends you the first picture he took while he was out in the marsh, it'll pull up on a map where that photo was taken. My second tip that's a little bit unconventional. So, you don't always have to hunt where you see birds. Now hear me out. Let's say in the forecast, you're forecasted to get 4 inches of rain. Well, those birds, they like fresh water. Fresh water means fresh food. So if you can scout out some low-lying areas that naturally flood on their own and that sort of thing, or you know the river's going to jump up 2 foot and it's going to get into this back slough, those ducks will seek out that fresh water. Like I said, fresh water means fresh food, and that's what those ducks want. If they've been piled up in the same area, roosted for so long, or feeding in the same areas, and they get an opportunity at some fresh food, that's where they're headed. So take note of that next time you get a big rain. Try to go find where those birds are going, and remember that for the next time. My third different type of tip, kind of unconventional, isn't necessarily a preseason scout or anything like that. It's more or less just a tip. Do not think you have to be in the marsh before shooting hours when it's still pitch black, death marching through the swamp. If I'm going into an area that I know has birds, and I know I want to hunt this spot, but I don't know exactly where I want to set up, what I'll do is I'll let those birds get out of there naturally. It might be 7:30 in the morning, and it might be 8 a.m., but I'll sit in my truck with a pair of binoculars, or I'll walk out a little ways, but I won't set up. I'll see exactly where those birds are, where the best hide is to set up in that spot, and then I'll nosy on out there and not scare the birds with myself. I'll just let them get up out of there naturally. I'll go slip in real quiet, set up, and watch the magic happen. Next tip, number 4, unconventional. Shot chasing. Now, don't get all excited. I'm actually going to think about something, or get you to think about something a little bit different. You're set up in the woods and you're hearing somebody a ways off, and it just sounds like rolling thunder, just non-stop shooting. Now you might think to yourself, well, them boys found the hole right there, and I'm going to go in there tomorrow morning. Well, not so fast. Nowadays, it seems like on YouTube, all I see is tree topping and shooting at ducks that didn't even slow a wing beat, and everything within a quarter mile gets shot at. Guys going through a box and a half of shelves on a duck hunt. Now really think to yourself, you're sitting out there in the woods, and you got ducks flying over, but do you really think that group down there just really found the hole, and they've shot it 50 times and they done killed 36 birds? No. It's a really good chance it's a flat bill, squatted truck crew down there, sky blasting and everything. Now, what you really want to look for is that old man and that old John boat that you laugh at, that old 14-foot flat bottom with a 15-horse Evinrude that looks like it came out of the Sears and Roebuck catalog. Now, he'll slip in there, and he knows what he's doing. He might only take 6 or 8 shots to fill his limit. Now, them old men, they might hang me for this, but they know what they're doing. I'd be watching for those guys, and maybe buy them a coffee at the local coffee shop. And tip number 5. Now this one, it's a little bit different, but think about it. Everybody has a local game warden. The odds of him liking the duck hunt are pretty high. Now, he gets paid to drive around and check hunters and all that stuff, but where do you think he really spends a lot of his time if he likes to duck hunt? Probably where there's a lot of ducks. So find out where your local game warden likes to hang out and cruise around, and I guarantee you're going to find you some ducks there. Now, I know this video is kind of goofy, but if you like it and you want to follow along with some of my hunts this coming fall, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.